the yellow shaded area is costs. It's AC, so it's average cost, and measured down the average cost curve. AC times Q is the costs. And then P times Q is the revenue. Price times quantity is the revenue. And then the difference between those two is the profit. What happens is you get entry. And firms keep entering until the individual firm here ends up with no profits. Well, here's the way it looks in the long run for a competitive firm. Marginal cost there, marginal revenue equal to P equal to average revenue equal to demand curve. And so in the long run, here's how the graph looks. Or P times Q is equal to AC times Q, or which means the total revenue is equal to total cost, which is zero profits. And so if you happen to think that when like gas prices soared a year and a half ago, that those gas stations were making out, no, they weren't. They weren't making out any better than they were before, when prices were low. They're at a very thin, they're not really in the long run. They make a little bit of profit on the gasoline. In some places they lose a little money in the gasoline, but yeah, it's a pretty competitive market. And they essentially just have to pay more for their gasoline when the petroleum prices go up. It's not like those, and if you have the misfortune like of having owned a BP place last spring, you almost feel sorry for those random sort of, not all of them own, but often sort of, random owned franchises that happen to have the BP side, because they had nothing to do with BP except that they, bought a franchise through them.
I feel like I constantly